Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, one of the things that I want to talk about here when it comes to law of attraction, law of assumption, and a lot of people had mentioned this sort of thing about like when circumstances don't matter, and the truth about it is based on your own interpretation of it, you know. But I think in general, when it comes to circumstances that don't matter, is when we completely do not care about the circumstances and where it just becomes an afterthought. That's the whole point of like circumstances don't matter when it's like when it comes to like our specific person, when we kind of like be like, third party, blah blah blah, and we're like, I don't care about this person, the third party or whatever, they're just gonna be another flash in the pan and blah blah blah, and then be like, what? I don't even care about my specific person anymore. I have other people to get with, and I don't really care if he or she shows up, and they're in their best outfit and have a dozen long stem roses, and on one hand and the other hand a box of chocolates, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I miss you. That sort of thing. It'd be nice. I mean, it would be nice to have our specific person like be begging us for back, but to be kind of in a way where we're like, I'm good either way, and that's just like the thing. And then you have to like really feel like, like, I don't care, and actually not actually feeling that, but actually be like completely that way when you're like, I don't care, when it becomes an afterthought. Because I remember when it's like, when we get to that whole point of like that, when we're trying to manifest a crush or an ex back, and then when we're like completely over that person, when we're like completely over it, we don't have any like real emotional ties to that person, and then it's like, and then they show up, just like that. That's like the whole point of like when circumstances don't matter, is when we don't even care about them anymore, and when we're putting ourselves on that pedestal. When I think about it in that way, like, oh wait, I can have anybody I want to, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So it's like, for me, it's like I could have my specific person, J2, or the guy from Finland that I talked about was one of my other SPs, or I can even manifest Daniel Franzetti, as far as that goes. So that is just like one of the biggest things I have to kind of point out about it. So, anyways, I guess that's probably it. So, talk to you guys later.